प्रेम गली में आने वाला जीते जी मर जाता है, प्रभु का ऐसा प्रेमी साधु मरकर जीवन पाता है।
Holy God, in the form of all of you, I bow to you, saying, save love, God, Satguru Mata Sudiksha Savindar Haridev Ji Maharaj Ki Jai. Saints, Seva, Simran, Satsang are the roots of spiritual life. If someone desires that his life looks as green as the trees in spring season, as pleasant as the winds of spring, then he needs to ensure that his rules of seva, simran and satsang are grounded in God realization. Because that's the only way to the eternal pleasure, to the eternal peace, to the Param Anand. Sadguru has been kind to us that he made us liberated from the rites and rituals, from myths and superstitions, from going to pilgrimages, from keeping blind faith in anything, from indulging in any devotion that requires torture to the body, and from many other bonds and boundaries. So, now, when we have been liberated by Sadguru, there is another liberty that we hear about, that we liberated from the Britishers. And it was certainly the biggest moment for the country when we liberated from Britishers. But the liberty of soul from the web of materialism is certainly the biggest moment for the human species. And those who have got this moment are the fortunate ones, are the great ones, and they are enjoying this moment. And those who haven't started yet or are in between, they are certainly in trouble. If being slave to the Britishers was painful, then being slaves to the materialism is disastrous. And this disaster will swipe away the human species like anything. It's only the mercy of Sadguru who always come in the world. And human is the one that Sadguru loves the most, God loves the most. So whenever he finds human in trouble, in difficulty, in a situation where human can't help himself, then God comes in human form. God comes as Sadguru to help him out, to guide him, to direct him, to hold his hand and to get to the right way. So we are the fortunate ones that we have been made aware that we have to upgrade ourselves from the status of being slaves to materialism, to the status of being a free soul, living with this universal power, living with this Param Atma, living with this Param Anand. And this Anand, when emerges, then the love for God starts crawling the mind, and the feelings of human are like that me and a car wants to be one, not for 2 minutes or for 2 hours, but forever, till the end. And the end is also of my body. Me as a soul will never die. It always resides in the car and nowhere else. But until I have breath, let me take a glance of my friend. Let me have darshan of the Nirankar. How beautifully he is presiding in every particle. Let my heart, let myself tell this fact to my heart. I have wasted enough time in unnecessary talks and things. Now I want to just think about the one who think about myself. At this point of time, it looks like the life has been wasted. But at least for the remaining part of life, let me dance in the love of my friend. I wake up in Manmat, my whole day is in Manmat. At night my dreams are of materialism. My whole story looks like a fake one. How long I will live this false? How long I will run this mad race? Oh my mind, my foolish mind, at least realize now, this time will never be repeated. Let it be spent in the love of God. Let it be spent in the love of Nirankar. And with the same love, the feeling of love, as we are getting the words from Sampuran Hardev Bani, that whosoever comes in the street of love, he dies immediately. Means he let his manmat, let his vices die immediately. And as soon as that dies, the other side, gurmat, human values, spiritual attributes, born and wake up, and human use those as a medium of living life. In the next line, how it says, Ji?
प्रेम की धुन में हरि का सच्चा प्रेमी रहता मगन सदा, प्यारे प्रीतम से लगाए रखता मन की लगन सदा.
So, as we were discussing in the first lines about the street of love, we have listened to the Gurbani quotation, जो तो प्रेम खिलन का चाओ, सिर तली गली मोरियाओ, इत मार्ग पैर तरीचे, सिर दीचे कांडना पीछे. That whosoever comes on this path doesn't fear, doesn't hesitate to give his life, to hand over his life, and he knows that his life is in best hands. He knows only Sadguru can give the highest value to his life, so he is surrendered completely, and Sadguru obviously takes care of that. And as further we are discussing about the Lagan and Magan, we have heard about Bhagat, devotee Mirabai, that ऐसी लागी लगन मीरा हो गई मगन, वो तो गली गली हरि गुण गाने लगी. That how engrossed in the love of this Lord she was, that she is just aware of glorifying God, glorifying her master all the time. All other things look inferior to her. These colors of materialism, like if someone is sick, that even the delicious foods which he has craving often, at that time he even doesn't want to eat those foods. He says that I don't want to eat anything, just give me some light food. Similarly, when a person is engrossed, having the obsession of love with God, then the color of materialism looks fade, and only this love overtakes everything. In the next lines,
हर पल हर क्षण प्रेमी केवल प्रेम का ही रस चखता है, हरि प्रीतम के सिवाना दूजी कामना मन में रखता है.
so as butterflies only takes fragrance nectar from the flowers, they don't sit on the other things. Similarly, the devotee, the saint, the Gursik just live with this divine nectar because he knows that this is sufficient to have his life beautiful and full of all the happiness. And he never demand for anything else because he knows that if his love with the nectar is true, then the nectar will not let any shortcoming in his life. That's the pious relation of Gursik and Guru. Only who indulge in this relationship, that person knows the meaning of this love, this unconditional love. In the next line, ji.
प्रेम गुरु का बढ़ता रहता गुरु भगत के नित मन में, प्रेम गुरु का पाकर गुरसिक आनंद पाए जीवन में.
And this love will only increase, as is not conditional to the circumstances in life. So there is no doubt that there may come a situation where the love of Gursik will shake, no, or even increase. And this love with Sadguru, with the Nirankar, provides him the Anand, the stability of mind, the spoon of the mind. And this is the nectar, this is the Amrit that the world is looking for today. The spoon. But this is hidden in the love of Gursik and nowhere else. So we are again the lucky ones that Sadguru is making us realize that if you want this Amrit, which is everything for life, then just become Gursik and everything will follow itself. Next G.
कहे हर देव सतगुरु प्रीतम प्रेम का होता सागर है, पर ही देता एक पल में ही प्रेम से मन की गागर.
So this Sadguru, this Nirankar, this ocean of love fills the human minds in a second with all the love and the attributes that the Nirankar is having. Just like an ocean takes no time in spreading itself across the city nearby, similarly this ocean, the ocean bigger than any ocean, Brahman, any galaxy, takes no time in fulfilling the human mind. Only requirement is of surrenderness. Once human surrenders, the Nirankar is there to fill human's heart with his love and eliminates all the vices, all the manmat, all the negativities from his life and make his life a pure one, a pious one. So that's what is about, my friend, this Nirankar. And as there are words like कि इसे पाना हो तो इसकी इजाज़त ज़रूरी है, इसे पाना हो तो इसकी इजाज़त ज़रूरी है, इसे देखने के लिए इसकी इबादत ज़रूरी है. यूं ही नहीं दिख जाता खुदा हर किसी को, दीदार खुदा के लिए खुद की शहादत ज़रूरी है. सो शहादत इस मन की, इस मनमत की, इन विकारों की, और जब जब भी ये शहादत हो तब तब सतगुरु की शिक्षा सार्थक होती दिखती है, तब तक सतगुरु द्वारा दिए गए आनंद और इस निरंकार का दर्शन वाकई में जीवन में आता है. So seeking blessings from Sadguru, from Nirankar, that may his rahmat, his hand always remain above our head. As there is a quotation कि जिसके सिर ऊपर तू स्वामी सो दुख कैसा पावे. सो इसका हाथ तो हमारे सिर पर हमेशा ही है, कोई कहने की जरूरत नहीं. हमारे ही सर अक्सर खिसक जाते हैं, हमारे ही विचार, हमारे ही कर्म सतगुरु की शिक्षा से इधर उधर हो जाते हैं. So let's be focused, let's be committed to the one we have built a relationship with, and He in return is always there to make our life full of sukoon, full of success, full of anand. Say with love, Yaad Ramtaj.